Okay, so I apologize for the late video, but I am visiting family, which brings me to something I want to talk about with the power of numbers, fellowshipping. So, when you're on a journey to get to know God, you will learn about Jesus and the disciples. He always had a crew with him because there's a power when there is power in numbers, the increase in numbers. So I don't want you to think that you're supposed to take this journey by yourself. You should have God will send people to you, mentors, guidance, pastors, advisors, counselors, friends, just someone to kind of help you along the way. So don't be too dismissive when, people start connecting with you. Be mindful of the people you connect with, but do know that God put us on this earth, and He did it with intentions of us connecting with one another along with connecting with him. And the reason that is because we're not meant to go through this world alone. We're not meant to sit in isolation all the time. Now, there are times when you will have to be by yourself and you will have to isolate yourself for the sake of being clear minded and being able to hear God clearly when He's speaking to you about things that are intimate or private or personal for you. But at the same time, He also has designed you to connect with one another in order to build your faith and to build the strength that He uses with you. So, one of the best examples I can give is anytime, I have a big job coming up, big promotion, or we're waiting on something like a financial breakthrough that we're waiting to hear back from God about. I would reach out to my kids, be like, hey, this is happening, this is what's going on. So yeah, I want y'all to pray and allow God to work in our life. So I don't just do it with them. I have friends that I stand in touch and agree with when they're, waiting on that big promotion, or they're waiting on to hear about an acceptance from college, or if they're trying to just figure out what direction to go next. Even in the midst of when you're in the middle of a storm or you're trying to heal, God will put you and surround you with people that touch and agree, meaning that you and that other person are speaking and asking God for the same things, and you agree that this is something that is in His will, something that is in your heart desires, and you have this person and you both are going to God and asking for this thing. It's kind of like, when you with your parents and you wanting something real bad, or you and your sister or your brother or your siblings wanting something, and then you like, let's go ask together, because it's hard for parents to tell two kids no when they both run up to you, right? So God works the same way. Sometimes we need to touch and agree with each other and lean on each other in order to get through certain situations. And so I wanted to speak on that because I'm in the middle of a family reunion right now. And one of our family members shared this very touching story about her son going through a very difficult time, and how God showed up and allowed him to be healed during that time, like just out of nowhere. She reached out to family got involved, and then next thing you know, God was making stuff move in her life and in his life in order to heal him. So you don't want to just, I don't want you to feel like I got to go through this alone. I know that's something I've been speaking on the other videos, how God took me out of the church to isolate me. And that is true too. There are times when you will need to be isolated. But there'll be more times when He needs you to be surrounded in fellowship with your people in order to help you build your faith, help you build that confidence in Him, and give you the strength that you need in order for you to move forward. And when I'm talking about strength, I'm talking about the moments when God is trying to encourage you. And when you're tired and you beat up and you just don't know which way to turn, sometimes you need that person that's going to encourage you and motivate you and remind you of the things that God has so that you can move to that next level. So, this is going to be a really short video, but I think I've gotten the point across as far as what God is expecting from us. When we come together as a group, you should feel the love, you should feel the presence of the Holy Spirit, and then that's when you know you're in a position to where you can touch and agree and watch miracles happen. So do that. Don't just dismiss people. Don't dismiss your family. Isolate yourself. Put yourself in a position to be able to touch and agree with those around you. And I hope y'all are blessed by this, and y'all have a good night.